Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tuff-N-Uff. I'm Dave Fair alongside John Morgan. John, tonight we've got ourselves some highly anticipated 135-pound fights. We've also got one journalist turned MMA fighter, Spencer Lazaro, who's going to be kicking off the main card. But to get things going tonight, it's the Reddit Grand Prix. I love this. Tell us a little bit about what's going on.
I think this is great. I mean, we already know anybody here in Las Vegas and honestly across the nation knows that this is the premier spot for amateur mixed martial arts. Yep. So we know we're going to get some great fights. But we get to see the keyboard warriors tonight, too. Keyboard to the cage. These are guys from Reddit MMA that have been talking smack on forums, and now they're ready to get in there and do it for real to show that, hey, listen, they can step up to it. Now, they're going to be making their amateur debuts. All but one is going to be making their amateur debut. They've been training for 6 months or less, so I think it's going to be really intriguing to see. People coming from all over the country. I mean, I got to give it up. A lot of respect, a lot of guts on these people to come in here, travel across the country, come to Sin City, the fight capital of the world, and step in the Tuff-N-Uff cage. I think this is going to be a fun night of fights.
Easy to talk smack behind the keyboard. Now they're actually going to put it to the test. The Reddit Grand Prix going to get us started tonight here at Tuff-N-Uff. Welcome to the event. Happy Friday night. Justin, over to you, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Orleans Hotel and Casino. Live from the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Tuff-N-Uff Amateur Fighting Championships. Couture, Holdsworth, and Rousey. Tonight, we can proudly say, in the cage and on the stage that Barry built, you will see the future stars of MMA. Fight fans, are you ready for a war? Cage open for business, let's get to work. Making their way to the blue corner, Michael Sancho.
Hailing from Fairfax, Virginia, that is Michael Sancho. You see the two goose eggs there on his record, 0-0. That's because he is part of the Reddit Grand Prix. It's Dave Fair alongside John Morgan. We are at the Orleans here in Las Vegas. Thank you for joining us. If you are watching live on the internet, we appreciate you watching the stream tonight and supporting amateur mixed martial arts, as Justin mentioned just a moment ago on the cage. Some really big names have come out of the Tuff-N-Uff organization. Ronda Rousey, Ryan Couture has fought here. There's been so many great individuals that have come up through the Tuff-N-Uff organization. John, as you mentioned in our intro, this is really, truly the spot for premier amateur mixed martial artists to come and prove that they've got what it takes.
It really is. I mean, just the history that's been built here is proof enough. This is the spot to come do it. But, obviously the fact that we're in Las Vegas, we got some of the top camps in the world right here in the city. So, these amateurs are training alongside some of the very, very best in the sport. But now the Tuff-N-Uff brand has gotten out there. People trying to recognize what you can do by coming and competing here. And as you said, our first fight of the night, flying all the way in from Virginia. People from around the country are coming and understanding if you're going to cut your teeth, this is the place to do it.
Michael Sancho is tipping the scales in the 205-pound division. He is 5'9". Taekwondo, Muay Thai, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, all disciplines he lists as having.
Now making his way to the red corner, Huxley, Dunsany.
Huxley Dunsany is coming to us from McLeod, California. He is 32 years old, 5'10", weighed in at 195, so he's fighting up a little bit as far as giving up a few pounds in the weight division, but he is another one of these keyboard warriors turned real warriors. One of these guys that started talking smack on the internet found somebody that he didn't like. They decided that they were going to meet inside the cage tonight. They're doing so for the first time here at Tuff-N-Uff.
I've got a lot of respect for everybody that's taking part in this Reddit Grand Prix. I tell you, it's not an easy thing to do. Dave, in a prior life, I used to train quite frequently. I grew up in Dallas, got to work with Guy Mesger and the Lions Den Dallas guys there. As much as I love training, there was not 1 ounce of my body that ever said, man, I need to really get in there and have a fight. I need to compete. There's absolutely no way. So props to these guys.
Even training sucks. It hurts, man.
No doubt, man. It's a lot different than, obviously you start out, you're punching a bag, you're punching focus mitts, you're doing some jiu-jitsu, you're doing some wrestling drills. And even when you're sparring, for the most part, yeah, you may have a chip on your shoulder against somebody one day, but for the most part, you're in your gym with guys that you're pressing each other, but you're not going full speed. You're there to learn, and you're there to help each other. Now you're going to step in the cage with somebody you don't know. Let's be honest, somebody that you've never seen any tape on. You literally have no idea what the other person is going to be bringing to the cage. And just that sense of unknown as you step in there has got to be incredible. The adrenaline that these guys must be feeling has got to be insane.
Reddit Grand Prix starts right now here at Tuff-N-Uff.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first fight of the evening is in the Tuff-N-Uff Reddit Grand Prix exhibition bout in the light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting the corner, making his amateur MMA debut, Fairfax, Virginia. His opponent stands across the cage in the red corner, also making his amateur MMA debut, fighting out of Rio Combat Team, Alameda, California, Huxley Dunsany. Referee in charge of the action inside the cage is Nick Jones.
Michael Sancho is wearing the black trunks. Huxley Dunsany is wearing the blue. 3 2-minute rounds is what we've got on tap for you this evening if it goes that long. Outside leg kick there from Sancho to get things started. Another one.
Sharp kicks to start out.
Oh, man. Oh. Kick to the body takes him down. Sancho on top starting to unload a little bit. If he can create some distance, may be able to mount some real offense here.
Yeah, Dunsany doing a good job of trying to keep things close and maybe work back to his feet, but he's got to defend these punches.
Yeah, Sancho is lighting him up right now. Dunsany is just trying to close that distance, keep him from posturing up, so that way he doesn't get more of those shots rained down on him. But so far, all Sancho here in round number 1.
Yeah, Dunsany's done a good job. He's worked to a full guard. He had the closed guard there to hold things tight. You can see he's got the overhooks on the arm as well, preventing those punches. That's good, but that's just to slow things down. That's to catch your breath a little bit. I mean, that was obviously a very, very rapid pace to start the action. So watch the back of the head there.
Yeah, Sancho's throwing some shots. You're exactly right. They're getting close to the back of the head. Now he's holding the head down.
Oh, wow, big shots to the body. But look at the
Dunsany
kick to
kicks
get back
him
to
off.
the feet.
And we got ourselves a fight, folks. Sancho once again in the black, Dunsany in the blue.
Now, Sancho, I mean, it may seem odd. This is still early in the fight, but he spent a lot of energy there. He had to be very, very excited. Amateur debut. Obviously, things were going his way.
Dunsany's got a bit of an arm-in guillotine here. It's going to be hard to finish with his legs in that position. Does not have the body locked up, but it is relatively tight around the neck from the look of it.
Yeah, it would be a tough finish here. Not impossible, and obviously, you know, if Sancho were to panic a little bit from this position, but, you know, with him basically being in side control in terms of his body, it's going to be very difficult to finish the choke.
Yeah, it looks like he's given up on the choke, trying to get a little bit better position. He does have that arm still strung across the head of Sancho, but Sancho does not, no, he's breaking free completely now and no danger at all. And once again in top position.
Yeah, going back to work in the body as well.
Final 10 seconds of round number 1. All Michael Sancho so far.
You're the corner wanting to turn around and take the back. Didn't quite get to do that. So round 1 in the books. As you said, all Michael Sancho there. Got to be feeling good about that in his amateur debut, coming in and basically dominating the opening round.
Yeah, and this is kind of a tricky situation for Huxley Dunsany. I mean, on the feet, he was getting worked with those kicks, and then when it went to the ground, it was all Michael Sancho. So far, Sancho looking very crisp, very put together, whereas Huxley Dunsany doesn't really have an answer that I've seen just yet, unless I'm missing something, John.
No, we really haven't seen much offense from him. He just got kind of overwhelmed, which is understandable. It's a little bit of a deer in headlight. Again, you've been, you know, working out with these training partners that are holding back a little bit, trying to match your pace, match your intensity. When you go against a live opponent, they're coming to bull rush you. And Michael Sancho, to his credit, did a fantastic job. Those are some very, very sharp opening kicks to the leg. He got the fight to the ground, worked the body. You can see Sancho in his corner, though, breathing heavy right there. It's just 2-minute rounds, but 2 minutes under these bright lights. It's a whole different thing.
Adrenaline starts going. That's something that's very real for fighters, even at the highest level, with that adrenaline dump when they get put into big fights. When it's your very first fight ever and you've gone from being behind a keyboard into a cage, things get intense quick. Here we go, round number 2. We are underway. Once again, Sancho in the black, Dunsany in the blue.
Sancho, see a little slower on the trigger.
Switching stances.
There's a nice long jab there from Dunsany.
Trying to take him down
defensive
again.
trip takedown there.
Once again, and look at this.
Wow.
Dunsany ends up in top position. Almost a mount. He's got the full mount.
Excellent work on the transition and the takedown there. Fantastic work.
And this is where that aggression comes out. All those things that you said to me on the internet, take this.
Fantastic. Sancho, though, doing a great job. And look at the
Nice
reversal
sweep.
by Sancho. That was beautiful. Wow, big punch
Nice right
from the
hook
back
from
there.
the ground, yeah.
You can see Sancho just doesn't seem to have quite the energy right now. That first round, I think, take a toll. There's another nice right hand from the back.
And
now,
Dunsany's now got the back.
Incredible turn of events here.
About halfway through round number 2.
Looking for the choke right now. Sancho doing a good job of defending his neck.
Pulling it back.
The left arm is going to slip under there.
This could be it. That's it. What a comeback mounted by Huxley Dunsany.
Wow.
Michael Sancho, all him in round number 1, and then round number 2, Huxley Dunsany figures out how to turn it on, gets a rear naked choke, closes the deal. That is the end, ladies and gentlemen. What a way to start our night here at the Orleans.
Fantastic work there from the Californian. It was just, again, overwhelmed by Sancho in the first round, and somehow was able to weather that storm and come back and just completely turn things around. Very fun little grappling exchange there. Beautiful toss. Was able to get out of a bad position. That was a lot of fun to watch. And how about those right hands from his back?
I think that's actually what stunned Sancho. That right hand from his back, he really got into it. Landed right to the back of the ear area of Michael Sancho, and that's what slowed him down considerably, even more so than he already was in round number 2. And, man, Dunsany has got to be thrilled with that outcome. Round number 1 looked like it was going to be bad news for him, but sure enough, ends up able to pull it off.
Yeah, and you can see Sancho still kneeling down there. He's having a hard time breathing. I think that energy to burn in that first round, just the adrenaline dump really took it out of him. But great finish there from Huxley Dunsany.
Here's the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute, 16 seconds into the second round, referee Jones calls a stop to the fight. By your winner by tap out to the rear naked choke, Huxley Dunsany.
Congratulations again to Huxley Dunsany, walking away with the victory tonight, getting those shots in the cage, victorious in his debut as an amateur. Could this lead to big things? Will he be our next UFC champion? Getting way ahead of myself, I know. But it's fun to dream, isn't it? More of the Reddit Grand Prix coming up next here at Tuff-N-Uff.